Texas tells judges that abortion clinic rules protect women. So here we go.
Of course they do.
Texas women will still be able to get abortions, while new, more stringent standards for clinics will protect their health, a lawyer from the state told the federal appeals court, considering a challenge to the 2013 law. U.S. states have adopted more than 200 abortion restrictions since a Republican-led push began in 2011. Similar measures have been challenged in Alabama, Louisiana, and Mississippi. The Texas law, which also requires doctors to have local hospital admitting privileges, was implemented, quote, for the purpose of raising the standard of care for abortion patients, said Solicitor General Jonathan Mitchell, who told the appeals court in New Orleans on Wednesday. The restrictions won't improve women's health, Stephanie Toti, a lawyer from the Center for Reproductive Rights, told the panel. Women in West Texas would have to drive more than 500 miles to reach a state abortion clinic. She said these requirements will actually increase and not decrease the risks that women face when it comes to abortion. We know that nobody's going to drive 550 miles, countered the U.S. Circuit Judge Katharina Haynes, an appointee of Republican President George W. Bush. They're going to go to New Mexico. Women in El Paso, Texas, can drive a mile across the border to a New Mexican abortion clinic. The judge questioned Mitchell on how the rules could protect women, asking, so if women are driving down the road in West Texas profusely bleeding, isn't that a problem? Haynes also seemed skeptical of the benefit of the building requirement, saying, I don't understand why a 7,000 square foot facility is any more or less sterile than a 3,000 foot one. Haynes and the U.S. Circuit Judge Jennifer Walker Elrod, also a Bush appointee, participated in a separate three-judge panel that in March unanimously reinstated Texas's admitting privilege rule. This challenge looks at the combined effects of the restrictions. Edward Prado, the panel's third member, is also a Bush appointee. Federal judges have far rolled back some limits in 8 of the 10 states that have faced court challenges. These rulings have emphasized that women have a guaranteed right to safety and unwanted early pregnancies early under Roe v. Wade, the 1973 U.S. Supreme Court decision. If the law is allowed to take full effect, more than 1 in 6 of all women of reproductive age will live at least 150 miles from the nearest Texas abortion provider. With the 7 remaining clinics clustered in the eastern and central parts of the state, abortions will become unavailable in vast stretches of West and South Texas, an area that is larger than many other states.
Thanks, Drew. Appreciate that. Before we go on here, this was Paul's topic, and Paul, you can rant, but I want to show these images here real quick before we go any further, which I just did when he was reading it, is wanting access to abortion providers in Texas. Look at this. Before the HB2, you can see it was over 40 clinics, okay? And then and that was in May 2013. Now you go all the way down the scale. Now in September of 2014, after September 1st, just 8 clinics will remain. That's pretty bad, okay? That's pretty bad. So, Paul?
Yeah, I think they're fucking assholes. All they're trying to do is trying to get around Roe v. Wade since it hasn't been repealed yet and hasn't been struck down yet. They're just trying to fuck over people. It's not about actual health of women. If it was, they would open up more clinics and they would provide more access to contraceptives, to reproductive health, to everything like that, all of that in Texas. But no, instead they're trying to close down the clinics under these fucking false guises of safety. And the judges that were appointed, they were talking like that stupid bitch that said, oh, they just go across the border. Oh, that's a good solution. Yeah, that's why. Well, we should, it's all about safety, but they're just going to go across the border. They're not going to go in 500 miles. Well, why the fuck are you going to, why are you going to make it so that they either go across the border into another state to get it done, or you have to drive 550 fucking miles? Like, is that really
and if you want
the interest of safety?
And if you want to protect women, you would open and keep these clinics open. You know,
exactly.
It's like it doesn't make sense. Dude.
Yeah,
it's just like
but
unbelievable.
It's
make
all
this
in the
claim,
guise of safety. It's all about trying to fucking get rid of Roe v. Wade, and they can't get rid of it completely. So they're going to do all these restrictions, saying, well, they still technically have the right. They still technically have the right. They just have to, drive 1,000 miles to a fucking clinic.
Yeah. They have to work at it. Yeah.
It's actually
do they not remember the mortality rate? Do not remember how bad it was? Do you remember how botched people, like how it affects people? If they really want to know, like if they can go and look up what happens in third world countries where they don't have access to it, what happens to the women who don't have access to any fucking healthcare like that? See what happens to them. How
Yeah, but
good of
that's-
lives they live.
Yeah, but see, that's only if you're actually somewhat empathetic and give a shit about, you know, like reality.
Yeah.
Oh,
Which
yeah.
I got to tell you, as a Texan, there's a lot of not giving a fuck about reality going on here.
It's kind of like the same thing they did with you know how they like measure the hallway and then they like add a few inches to it and they're like, okay, that's what it should have been, and like in order to shut down the places. But they're like, but it's still legal. We just have regulations on it. It's the same way that they made marijuana illegal. They were like, oh, you just gotta like, oh, it's still legal. You just gotta buy these stamps, and then they stopped selling the stamps, and that's how easy it was. It's just that simple, and they're gonna do the same thing with Roe v. Wade, since they can't freaking like, you know, change it through the Supreme Court. They're gonna do everything they can states wise, you know, and they're gonna call it states' rights and all that shit that they're all about, and just go to town on that shit and find every little thing they can to, you know, they can do. And if there's zero, they'll be like, well, I guess there's just none that are safe enough. And you know, if they build one with everything they ask for, they'll just change the fucking regulations. And they're against regulations, by the way. Keep in mind, these are the same people that are against they're like, regulations are bullshit.
Yeah.
By the way, that has to be 4.5 feet fucking wide. Oh, it's 4.5 feet. I meant 4 3/4.
That's what was so funny about that, because you remember when the Obamacare stuff was just coming out and it just got passed.
Oh yeah.
Remember the Republicans made those commercials of like Uncle Sam like between the woman's legs and stuff, and like their whole thing was like, "Is this where you want the government?" It's like, no, but this is where you
this
assholes
is where
want the
you want the government now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Close all these
It's the
abortion
only place
clinics,
they do want big government is in like your bedroom or other people's bedrooms. Like, oh, I care where you don't stick the dick in the butt. That not okay. Like, just get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Let me ask you guys a question real quick. How much do you think of it? Well, let me get Steve first. Go ahead, Steve.
Yeah.
What do you guys say?
Well, no, I just what Coctopus just said. It's the death of 1,000 cuts. It's, you know, we can't outright outlaw it, so we'll just try to make it as difficult to get as possible. I mean, when I express my opinion on abortion, I say 3 things. I think that abortion should be legal, it should be safe, and it should be available. They lost the fight on making it legal. They can't come out and say, well, we want to make it less safe, because that sounds too barbaric even for pro-life people. So now they're going after available. Okay, it'll technically be legal, but good luck being able to get one. That's the one avenue they have left that they can attack it, because they can't just accept that there's a legitimate difference of opinion in this, and that there are millions and millions and millions of people in this country who would like to have that option if they want it or if they need it. That's just too much for them to accept. And you're right, if they really cared about women's safety, they would allow abortion to be treated like any other fucking medical procedure, where you could go to your doctor, you could go to a hospital, you wouldn't have to go to a special clinic on the other side of town to get an abortion. You could get it like any other medical procedure you could possibly need. If they really cared about women's safety, that's how they'd be doing it.
But Steve, they care about women. They want to protect women.
Yes.
Just so you know that, okay?
They want to protect women from making a terrible mistake. You're making, like what they say when
they're so-called terrible mistake.
Yeah, what those people say when that's the worst thing. That's one of the worst things you could ever do to a person. When a woman's walking into an abortion clinic and she's made that decision and she's going to go and have an abortion, and for you to get in her face and call her a baby killer, or to say, think about what you're doing, I have no sympathy for people like that at all. What a horrible thing to do to somebody. Mind your own fucking business. You know nothing about this person. You know nothing about why she's decided to do this. Leave her alone.
Okay, Steve likes to curse. Here we go. All right, nice rant.
Steve's right on it.
Steve's like,
ultimately, it should be up to the woman and the doctor.
Absolutely.
Not these fucking asshats who think they know what's best.
Yeah. I agree with you, because in the beginning of your rant, you agreed with me.
It's always a good start.